Okay, so we are back in the Minecraft world and hopefully gonna be able to make some good progress today in the search for a snowy biome. So ideally probably a snowy tundra biome, because that's or an ice spikes biome, because those two are two that I've not been to yet in this world. So those will check off biomes in the finding every biome advancement, but then they'll also mean that I can place down a little cauldron, and that'll mean I can get powdered snow, which is the main thing I'm working on right now, because I need powdered snow to then walk on powdered snow with leather boots on, which gets the light as a rabbit advancement. So that's what we're working on right now, and yeah, I've been working on it for the last kind of few episodes here, and it's not great because I mean, yeah, like I've just been exploring for so long, and there's like just very little snowy biomes anywhere that I've found. Like there's mountains that have snow on them like this, and then there's the cold ocean biomes that have the little icebergs, but those ones aren't really ideal because the cold ocean ones, I don't believe oh, what is that? Oh, that's just one of the new stone replacement blocks. It still throws me off seeing new stuff from the new update, even though the update's been out for like a couple months now, I think. It is still like, the stuff still seems new, and still seems like quite foreign. I don't know. But yeah, these biomes, I don't know if they do. It's not, it also doesn't seem to rain that much, which is quite annoying. But yeah. So because when it rains in a snowy biome, it snows. I don't know if it snows, like right here, would it snow when it's raining? I'm not sure. Because if it does, then this one works here. But it just hasn't like rained at all / snowed at all in ages and ages and ages. So, I don't know what I've just done. But yeah, okay. So it's. Oh, you know what I've just noticed? Day 973, almost 1,000 days in this world, which is pretty crazy. Okay, these mountain biomes are so difficult to navigate, so annoying. So much altitude shifting. It just takes so much time, which is just not ideal, obviously, when we're trying to explore at pace. But yeah, like, if these biomes did work, then it would be great, but there's no way for me to test if they work without it raining, so I may as well keep exploring. And oh my, that is a cool view. That is a really cool view. I want to try and hopefully, you know what, yeah, perfect. Let's go down here, and boom. That is very cool. That is very, very cool. I love how it goes straight into the like the lukewarm ocean. It's quite a cool little transition, I guess, from the snowy mountain straight to the like coastal ocean, I guess you could call it. But yeah, so ideally we will find one of those two biomes, the snowy tundra or the ice spikes biomes. I mean, if we do, we come across those iceberg clusters in the cold ocean biomes, they do have snow on them, and powder snow and snow look the exact same, so potentially we could stumble across it if we got very lucky there. But other than that, the exploring is the next best option, so we'll keep exploring here, because I was thinking a bit, maybe it's not worth it, maybe I just sit in that biome, in the close to my spawn snow, or the iceberg biome thing. I'm going to call it iceberg biome, I think, even though it's not. Got a little donkey here. Even though it's not a separate biome, it's just the cold ocean biome that just happens to spawn icebergs sometimes. But yeah, I'm going to call it the iceberg biome for simplicity. So yeah, if I was to just sit in that iceberg biome at my house, could work. I would have to wait for it to rain and then see if it snowed in that biome, but I don't know if it does. So, and I feel like it doesn't, to be honest, because I feel like there's no way to discern that, like those ice spikes between the cold ocean, and I feel like it definitely doesn't snow across the whole cold ocean, because that I feel like wouldn't make any sense really. So I don't know, but maybe it does work, but I reckon it doesn't, is my sneaking suspicion. So if anything, this is the best way that we've got. And yeah, I think just checking every iceberg biome we come across, I think it's a good idea to check it. But likelihood is that we won't come across a powder snow block in that, in one of those biomes, I think. And we will just have to keep exploring until we come across the what am I saying? The powder snow. Yeah, I forgot the one thing that I'm currently searching for. But yeah, I've currently covered 18,000 blocks from spawn, which is a decent chunk. I think we started today at 16,000 blocks, so 2,000 blocks today already covered, which is quite a pace, I want to say. I feel like, yeah, we've been going at a good pace, although we have done quite a bit of a running here. Obviously, water is the fastest way to travel, so there's a river over there, but I don't think I'll go to that because the weaving of rivers and stuff, I don't think it really makes up for I don't think the speed of a boat really makes up for it, especially when it might just be going in a direction that I don't really want to be going. We've got horses here. I'm gonna jump on this horse, and I'm gonna try and tame. Well, I am gonna tame them, and I'll ride them for a little bit, because we were just on a big bit of land, so I'm thinking maybe we got more land ahead of us. I think it's going to tame this one. Maybe not, maybe. We'll see. No, I reckon I get kicked off, but now it tames. Oh, no. Very tough one to tame, it seems. Surely soon. There we go. Okay, so I tamed it. Now I can sleep. Sleep the night off. And now we jump back on. We put the saddle on, and now we go. This is west, south. Here we go. Up we go. Now, what's the jump on this? How high can we jump? It looks about 2 blocks. Yeah, that seems to be a decent jump. The pace is good. Well, the pace is all right. I think pace is about average. And then the health is very good. So, seems to be a good horse. A very good horse. We've got a village over here. Nothing that I need from a village, so I won't be exploring that. But that's fine. That's still a cool thing to find. I still like finding the villages along the way. Especially in acacia biomes. I think acacia biomes one of the coolest villages. Acacia villages are some of the coolest ones, I reckon. Yeah, that's the 2-block jump. That's solid. That is very, very nice. I climbed the mountain, but getting down from the mountain is actually a bit harder. I didn't really factor that in. Where's the point where we can jump over this? Like there? Oh, there we go. I made good progress with that jump. This is a good horse. Yeah. Ooh, a very, very good addition to the team. The traveling team. Although, okay, no, I thought that little dip was maybe the ocean, but it was not. It was just a little trough in the desert. I mean, like, at the end of the day, even though we are exploring with not a great deal of success, I find it still pretty cool to just be running around, exploring different biomes, finding different stuff. Oh my, that was the tiniest gap between that ravine, and I managed to kind of line up with it perfectly there, which was quite nice, quite convenient. I'll avoid this dark oak forest. Oh, I missed that jump up badly. There we go. Okay. Oh, I went over the cactus as well. Okay. Yeah, avoid the dark oak, and we got a plains biome coming up. Oh, I wasn't even sprinting. Here we go. This is some extra pace. Already. Oh my. An extra 1.5 Ks done. I've really struggled there. 1.5 Ks done in like about the same time it took us to do that initial 2k. So yeah, we're picking up the pace here. I don't get why does the horse do that? What causes it to do that? Because it definitely does that quite often. Not necessarily like just this one. That was the first time this horse did it, but like all horses seem to do that. So I don't know what it is. That's a good spot right there to jump off of. Could even make the entire jump. That's great. That's very good. Let's move a bit over into the plain side more than the forest side to help the easy traveling. Yeah, we've gotten very, very lucky with like the terrain here, because it's been no big oceans for a long time. Right as I got onto the horse. So, well, a bit before, and then ever since I got onto the horse, still just going very smoothly. So that's good. I think traveling by horse is definitely faster than traveling by ocean, I want to say. Oh, we cannot jump that. I mean, we could jump that very, very slowly and stuff, but let's just here we go for a little bit of a smaller gap. We got a birch forest now to explore, so that's going to be a bit trickier to traverse, but still definitely doable. Ooh, that could have been a bad fall there maybe, but it all worked out. Let me do this jump up there. Oh, didn't time it well enough with my jumping there. My release of my spacebar was not good timing. Crap, that could have been a really bad fall. It wasn't too bad, but yeah. Okay, let's make that tiny jump, make it a little bit more intense, because there was the lava just nearby. Okay, let me go through here. I see more plains. Even though we are veering very much on the x-axis, it's still good, I think, to just avoid these trees. Although mountain biomes coming up. Mountains biome coming up. So that could be a bit tricky, maybe. Looks like we've got a little bit of a gap here to go through. Kind of double back on ourselves. It's not the most efficient route by the numbers, but I think by the pace it actually would be. So we'll keep sticking to it. I think though, maybe, yeah, ocean coming up. So we can back on the water and leaving our horse here. And they've served us well here. They've served us very, very well. So yeah, let me grab that and boom, boom, and back into the ocean we go. 20,000 blocks away, almost 21,000, closer to 21,000 than we are to 20,000. I'll start veering a bit left here to head kind of back towards 0 on the x-axis as well, because that is like, it's where I like to stick around, I suppose, a lot more than around, well, than to vary. I like to keep around that 0, because that means it's like, it's more trackable, I guess, because like if I'm swinging between, you know, -1,000 and 1,000, it's a lot more like, it's harder to remember where I've been, or not to remember where I've been, but like just to know where I've been, I guess, because I could have been at any point, like on the Z, I could have been at any point within like a 2,000 range on the X, which is like where I like to keep, you know, close to the 0 on the X as possible, which I think is a smart decision. Or I guess it doesn't really matter, especially at this point now when we don't have that much exploring left to do. I probably won't explore too many more times. It's just really this, and then the final exploration for well, there's like I guess a few things, especially with the how do we get here advancement, because that's still requires a few more items to be gotten. But what was I saying? Yeah, once we get this exploration, and the next big exploration will be our last kind of project, and that'll be trying to explore every single biome, which is what I'm expecting to be our last advancement in this goal of ticking off every single advancement that is in the game currently, which I think it's definitely a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, especially because I feel like a lot of people do it not whoa that was a lot of words. Like a lot of people do it, I feel like, do a lot of it without trying to do it, and just happen to do it. But then obviously some of them, you're never going to do it if you don't purposely try to do it. But I think at the point that I started, I'd got a lot less done than a lot of people would have at that point in the series, in terms of like my progress to the advancements. Like, I feel like a lot, like the taming one and the biomes one maybe, and then a few random ones probably other people could have got done more. I don't know. I think that's a lot because I spent so much time, because it's, I'm not allowed to mine. Ooh, could have been a much worse fall than that one, so we're a bit lucky there actually. In fact, I haven't really looked at my gear in a long time. It's so annoying. Like, I got netherite gear, used it for like a couple nights, probably a lot more than a couple, like maybe like 10 nights fighting mobs, and it just took so much damage to now where I cannot use it at all, otherwise it will just break. And I need to get netherite to repair it, but I couldn't find any ancient debris. I spent so long looking for it in the nether, just so long mining for it, and couldn't find any, so it was very very annoying in that sense. So I don't know if I've just retired the netherite gear. I guess there's not really too much else, too many other projects that I'm going to need to do, really, that require it. Like, nothing else really as fighting mobs. I guess there is the advancement, which is fight every mob, but I think I've pretty much done most of them. That's actually going to be too difficult. It's now kind of just stuff that I've not yet come across. Well, I have no idea actually what really is left. I think it's mobs that I just don't really know about, to be honest. And maybe like different mobs you get in a raid, and maybe they don't, because I think I've only done one raid, or maybe two, and maybe they don't all spawn every time. Or maybe the iron golem could have taken it out, last time when I was in my previous raid experiences. So that's another thing, potentially. But yeah, I think I probably at some point will just put the I don't even know what it's called, the netherite gear back on, wait till that breaks, and then just maybe I'll enchant a lot of iron gear with just level 30 enchants, not really caring what I get, just getting any enchants on it. Whoa, that's a cool ravine. That is a cool ravine. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. I mean, this is kind of, because I've been keeping these explorations to a bit shorter episodes, which I guess is somewhat counterproductive, but I feel like, the difference between a 30-minute and a 20-minute episode is like, I feel like in that 20 minutes, I'm not really running out of things to talk about, whereas in the 30 minutes, I likely am. So, yeah, I think we'll call it there. And, I mean, how much progress did we make today? A lot. 4 to 6,000, 6,500. So that's, well, if we go 6,500 times by 4, you would expect to be at 24. So, yeah, we've made definitely more progress today than the average per episode of this exploration. And I think, here we go, we're getting into the ocean, so this is a good time to end it. So, yeah, I'll see you later. Have a good one, and goodbye.